and that hunger problem, that deprivation problem, has basically been solved. What has not been solved, what has not stopped, is a campaign of lies, and especially those photographs of 3 children. One of them in the New York Times, the reputable New York Times. Nobody's laughing. They put a photograph of an emaciated child, and they said this is the cause of hunger. He's embraced by his mother. Of course, the mother is not emaciated. The brother is not emaciated. But this child was not emaciated from hunger. He was emaciated by a genetic disease, cerebral palsy. And 2 other children, same thing, made the great pictures and so on. Horrific, heart-wrenching pictures, because it does tear your heart out when you see this. And they were also suffering from genetic diseases, but 2 of the 3 were actually taken care of by Israel. We let out one of these children go to an Italian hospital, and thank God, he recovered there. The other is incurable. He was in our hospitals, but there's nothing you can do about it. So this is a complete reversal of lies, and I don't take it lightly. I think this battle for truth has tragic historical antecedents. My father was a great historian of the Jewish people and a great historian of the Jews in the Middle Ages. In the Middle Ages, every single massacre that the Jews suffered was preceded by a campaign of vilification and lies. We were accused of spreading disease, vermin, to the Gentiles. We were accused of poisoning the wells. We were accused of killing Christian children for their blood, to bake matzos, for Passover. These lies, horrific as they were, propelled anti-Semitism right into the 20th century, into the worst massacre of them all, the Holocaust. And the Nazis pretty much said the same thing about disease, about well poisoning, and so on. Well, that same phenomenon we see today. What the Jewish people were accused of in the Middle Ages and the subsequent centuries is what the Jewish state is now being accused of. There's only one difference. Then we had no defense. Now we have a country, now we have an army, and now we fight back against our tormentors. And now we have a great ally in the form of President Trump and many of the American people. Yes, some have fallen victim to these lies and have followed them and swallow hook, line, and sinker. And I'm talking about, all these lies of Hamas, statistics of Hamas, false pictures of Hamas. But many Americans have not, most Americans have not. They recognize that Israel stands for the same values as America. They recognize that we are fighting the barbarians at the gate. And when I say barbarians, this is not hyperbole. It's not only the goal of destroying Israel, it's even the method that they use to murder and mutilate the heathen, as they call them. And we saw that on October 7th in the murder and rape and beheadings, the murder of women that you have just raped, and the beheadings of men, and the mutilation of bodies, and the burning of babies, and the taking of over 250 hostages, grandmothers and their grandchildren, Holocaust survivors. That is the passion, and the fact that they went with GoPro cameras so they could boast about it. There is something wicked and evil in this.